Welcome to Advanced Academic Insights, where we delve into the strategies, skills, and concepts that empower you to excel in the world of academia and beyond.
Hello, and welcome to Advanced Academic Insights. In today's episode, we'll explore the importance of critical thinking in academic settings. James, can you define critical thinking for our audience?
Absolutely, Sophia. Critical thinking is the ability to analyze, evaluate, and interpret information objectively in order to form a reasoned judgment. It goes beyond simply memorizing facts. It's about questioning assumptions, examining perspectives, and making connections.
That's a great explanation. Critical thinking is a foundational skill, especially in higher education. Why do you think it's so highly valued in academia?
It's crucial because it enables students to evaluate complex ideas and engage in deeper discussions. For instance, when reviewing research papers, a critical thinker doesn't just accept the findings at face value. They consider the methodology, examine potential biases, and assess the validity of the conclusions.
Exactly. And critical thinking also empowers students to construct their own arguments. Academic writing, after all, is built on persuasive arguments supported by evidence. But developing this skill isn't easy, is it?
Not at all. It requires practice and intellectual curiosity. One useful strategy is to engage with diverse sources. Reading opposing viewpoints can sharpen your analytical skills. Another is to practice asking open-ended questions such as, "What if?" or "Why is this assumption valid?"
That's excellent advice. For anyone struggling, participating in debates or joining discussion groups can also be beneficial. These activities challenge you to articulate your ideas clearly and think on your feet.
Agreed. Lastly, I'd emphasize the importance of self-reflection. Evaluating your own thought process and identifying areas for improvement is a key aspect of mastering critical thinking.
Well said, James. To wrap up, remember that critical thinking is not just a skill for academics. It's an invaluable tool for navigating the complexities of life itself.
Critical thinking, the process of analyzing and evaluating information objectively to form a judgment. For example, critical thinking is essential when evaluating conflicting research findings on a single topic. Objectively, in a way that is based on facts rather than feelings or opinions. For example, to solve the dispute, the mediator analyzed both sides' arguments objectively. Questioning assumptions, the act of challenging beliefs or ideas that are taken for granted. For example, questioning assumptions is a key step in uncovering hidden biases in scientific studies. Persuasive arguments, logical and well-supported statements aimed at convincing others. For example, her essay was filled with persuasive arguments supported by credible sources. Open-ended questions, questions that cannot be answered with a simple yes or no. For example, the professor encouraged students to ask open-ended questions to foster deeper discussions in class. Validity, the quality of being logical and factually accurate. For example, the validity of the experiment was questioned due to the small sample size. Bias, a tendency to favor one perspective or outcome over others, often unfairly. For example, the researcher was careful to avoid bias when selecting participants for the study. Articulate, to express an idea or feeling clearly and effectively. For example, during the debate, she managed to articulate her thoughts with clarity and confidence. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Advanced Academic Insights. Remember, every thought you question and every perspective you explore brings you closer to mastering the art of critical thinking. See you next time.